Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I was cleaning out the garage this morning and I found some things that made me feel a little nostalgic. So, I was like, you know what? I just heard that a bunch of things are going to be happening with Disney and Pixar that made me turn to a giggly little schoolgirl and lose my mind. And also, those were born from nostalgia of the past now coming into the future. So, I was like, well, let's make a whole video about being nostalgic about things. Now, what I found in the garage, first off, that made me feel super duper just like, man, this doesn't happen anymore. Now this is for all the gamers out there that know what I'm talking about. Just by seeing these, you'll know exactly what they are. So, oh, I don't know if you can read that, but these are Grand Theft Auto cheat codes. Like aggressive traffic, got what's the classic one? Weapons cheats, drive on water, flying boats, flying cars. You got the tank called the Rhino. See, that's how well I know these games. Like I haven't played. Pretty sure this is San Andreas, and I haven't played it in maybe 5, 6 years, and I still remember exactly what cars are called what. Yeah, and so I've got one for San Andreas that has the most cheat codes because best game out of the series until Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Well, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4 was really good too. And this one for Liberty City Stories, all written out. And, of course, you would be sitting there, and the friend would be like, "Hey, so what do I do for flying cars, or how do I get full health back? Like, quick, I'm gonna die." And you just be like, "All right, full health. L1 R1 X, L1 R1 square, L1 R1." And of course, the character would be going like this, putting the gun up and then putting it down, then putting the gun up, putting it down, then moving sideways, and then all of a sudden it'd be like 3 seconds, you'd see the glitch, and it'd be like, "Bonk." And there you go. And then you would have whatever cheat you just activated. So that was amazing. But on to the more amazing stuff. So Disney had its exposition a couple days ago, and it is amazing so far. We have Incredibles 2 that's going to be coming out next year. Finding Dory that's going to be coming out next year. Now it's like you waited 12 years for a sequel to The Incredibles. Like, I know that movie was incredible, as the name states, but 12 years? Oh, like I've waited a long time for a lot of things. Like I watch anime and stuff, so Mushishi, which is the Bug Master, it took 5 or 7 years for it to get a second season. It's not even, it's just a TV show. They pop out seasons all the time usually with anime, and I had to wait 7 years for a second season. Of course, it was amazing. So far, I'm in the mood where I'm just like, yep, any sequels of anything that's coming out right now, I have pretty good hopes for. And saw Straight Outta Compton yesterday, and I've been waiting for a year and a half for that to come out. Hands down, one of the best movies I've seen this year. Just next to Home with Rihanna and the whole aliens taking over, and then Inside Out about the emotions. And speaking on Inside Out, they are going to include a short for it, which is Riley's first date, and I was like, that is going to be adorable and funny and amazing, because you're probably going to see the inside of the guy's head more that you saw towards the end of the movie, and how he's like looking at a girl and all the emotion characters are in his head are freaking out and losing their damn minds and going like, girl alert, girl alert. It's kind of how it was back in the day. You would kind of get lost for words and stuff. If you saw a really hot girl, you'd be like, trying to talk. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be amazing. And they have a bunch of movies that are coming out that I just thought were amazing. So they have they're going to be making a movie called Gigantic, which is going to be about Jack and the Beanstalk, basically. And it's going to be a character set in, what time period was it going to be set in? It was going to be set in the Spain during the Age of Exploration. So I'll have to go look that up later to see when the Age of Exploration is. I'm sure it's like probably 1500, 1600 or wherever. And he's little Jack is going to be helping out a 60-foot tall, 11-year-old girl who's obviously a giant, and help her find her way back home through this huge expanded cloud city down area, a world in the sky, basically, of all the giants. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. There was another live action Jack and the Beanstalk movie. I never got to go see it. It didn't get great reviews, so I'm sure it was okay. Depends. Yeah, and so I can't wait for The Incredibles 2, and then of course Finding Dory is going to be coming out, and let's see, they have of course Ellen DeGeneres. I was really amazed when I found that out, that Ellen DeGeneres is the person that voiced Dory. I was like, holy crap! When did I become interested in Ellen DeGeneres? Probably when I was like 13 or 14, way after Finding Nemo actually came out. So when all of a sudden I just listening to the voice one day, I was like, that sounds familiar. I should look up who that is. I lost my mind. I was like, I love Ellen. I was like, I'm all about Ellen. Let me do a little dancing like Ellen does on set right before she comes on and everything. And then I didn't realize she was going to be actually in it. So I was like, oh man, she was the voice of Dory. Cool. So let's see. It says that it is going to be unaddressed, Dory's family. So it seems like Finding Dory is going to be a lot about Dory finding herself by finding her family, which sounds awesome. Whatever they do with it, I know it's probably going to be amazing, and I'm all about it. It also said Toy Story 4 was going to be coming out, and I was like, Toy Story 3 was a really, really good wrap-up. You know, they had all the drama that happened at the child care center and everything, and at the end, the main character Andy leaves for college and gives away all of his toys to a little girl who he knows. He's like, I had so much fun with these toys, so let me pass them on to this girl so that she can enjoy all these adventures and wonderful times I've had with playing with these toys. And it was really touching. Everybody cried, boo-hoo. Amazing. So I was like, I don't know what they're going to do with Toy Story 4, but I hope it's something great. And they had the good Dinosaur that's going to come out now. From the trailers, I was like, I don't know how much I'm going to like this movie. It just seems like a kid and his dinosaur, and didn't seem like there was going to be much action. It didn't even seem like there was going to be much talking based on the trailer. They had like the second trailer that came out, I think, had like maybe a few words that weren't even really like words. And I was like, yeah, I'm all down for a movie that has almost no talking, like WALL-E. One of the best movies ever. Like almost nobody really talks in that movie until the later half of it, and even then, it's not like tons and tons of talking. It's still a lot of just beep bloop beep beep bloop because they're all robots and stuff. So I was like, that was an amazing movie, one of my favorites for sure. So I was like, I'm not gonna say it's bad, I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm gonna be neutral about this one. One I can't be neutral about though is Zootopia. Now, this is going to be a really funny movie just based off the trailer and the concept of it's going to be basically the world as it is now, but no humans exist. It is all animals. Animals that walk around on two legs, but they still have the characteristics of being natural enemies with whoever they're going to be natural enemies with. Say it was the fox and the rabbit is in the trailer. So it's like, obviously you have the foxes eat the rabbits, they don't get along, stuff like that. So lots of funny stuff is probably going to happen. They're probably going to do a lot more matchups like that. So I'm all for it. There's a couple more, but for the most part, I would just put the link at the bottom and just like check it out and see what you're excited for and what you're not excited for, and sure, comment it, like it, do all that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.